you feel things are baby, the love is gone, but I don't feel the time. Something that I know. You been up to drinking all night. Who's that? Why by your side? Why don't you tell me now? Oh, why you calling me late at night? Saying you need a ride when you don't tell me why. I gotta think about you. You gotta think about me too. But you keep playing with my feelings, even though you know I gotta think about you. We gotta think for each other. So don't go away from what you feel. But we sorry, they don't want to do. But you must show my time. And you go out of line. Yeah. Sorry, they don't want to do. But you gotta hide. You have to drink it all night. Who's that? Why by your side? Why don't you tell me now? Oh, why you calling me late at night? Saying you need a ride when you don't tell me why. I gotta think about you. You gotta think about me too. But you keep playing with my feelings. Even though you know I gotta think about you. We gotta think for each other. So don't go away from what you feel. But we don't be done. Don't be done. Ooh.
While waiting for the sun to shine, I was riding on my own. It was always time all along. Yeah, I waited through the summertime for the sun to come around, come around, come around. Oh, the baby, sun, it's hard, it's all the one. The rain will fall till we fall in love again. And my heart is on the run. I'll never see the sun. Oh, baby, oh, I'll be back before the sun goes down. Oh, yeah. So I'm waiting to go out today. Oh, night, come around, come around. Oh, the rain will be the sun.
Pause. Good evening, everyone. It's your girl, Rainy Woman, again. Well, actually, I'm saying again, but it's your girl, Rainy Woman, for the first time in months, coming back to you on the Raining Woman 2 channel. So, this channel is for Black women. It is about Black women. It is to Black women. This channel is all about us. It is a place for us to grow, learn, share, cry, support, respect, but more vent, but more than anything, this is a place for us to feel safe, a place for us to create a safe space for each other in our sharing of our experiences, our lives, what's going on in the media, what's going on in the world, all the things that have an impact on who we are and that we can give to each other and give to those listening out there in the world who will come across our voice on this channel. This kind of relationship building and sharing, it takes time to develop because it takes time to really establish rapport. It takes time to establish trust. It takes time to learn how to communicate with each other. It takes time to learn each other. It takes time to learn each other's backgrounds. It takes time to learn what makes one another tick. So I don't expect this to be something big and huge and magnificent from the very beginning. I don't expect everyone to come around and to immediately just on everything just because we're black women just be willing to air out our business, be totally vulnerable and share traumatic events. That's not what I have an expectation of. I don't even have an expectation of there to be a complete understanding of how we start or how we end. My only expectation is that there be a willingness to support, a willingness to listen to each other, excuse me, a willingness to share in a way that leaves everyone inspired, feeling supported, appreciated, and respected. My expectation and my goal is for women, for black women here, to feel like their voice is important. The cries from the past, things that we experience and want to voice about what we see in our environments is and things that are real to us is respected. At the bare minimum, it's respected. Any disagreeing, and we're women, so we're going to disagree. So anything that we disagree on, we disagree, but we disagree without boxing gloves. Hi, Brother Rob. And by the way, hello, Health Weight and Real Talk in DOD. We disagree in a way that demonstrates it's okay to have a different background from someone else. It's okay to come from a different side of the tracks as someone else. It's okay to have a different reaction to similar experiences. But no matter what, we respect each other enough and we demonstrate respect enough in a way where we don't come at each other with guns and boxing gloves. So I chose the title, The Most Hated, Loved, and Underappreciated Black Woman. Because no matter what is said, no matter what's experienced, and no matter how people feel or think, the Black woman, especially the American Black woman, is critiqued and put under the scope of a magnifying glass more than anyone, more than any other woman. And we're hated. We're hated for our attitude. We're hated for our language. We're hated for how we wear our hair. We're hated for disliking our own skin color or complexion. We're hated for trying to be us. We're hated for trying to not be us. We're hated for how we walk. We're hated for how we talk. We're hated for how we're raised. We're hated for how we're not raised. We're hated for what we know. We're hated for what we don't know. We're hated for being educated. We're hated for not being educated enough. We're hated for not having enough money. We're hated for being broke. We're hated for being rich. We're hated. We're hated for not having children. We're hated for having children. We're hated for not being married. We're hated for being married. We're hated. We're hated for being skinny. We're hated for being thick. We're hated for being too top heavy. We're hated for not being top heavy enough. We're hated for wanting to be seen, and we're hated for not wanting to be seen. We're hated for wanting to be heard, and we're hated for not being outspoken. We're hated. We're hated by the white women who want to be like us. We're hated by Asian women because white women hate us. We're hated by Hispanics because the white women hate us. We're hated by all of those other women because they want to date our men. We're hated by white men because we're not ourselves. We're hated by white men because we talk too much. We're hated by black men because we talk too much. We're hated by black men because we want to put them in the system. We're hated by black men because we don't know enough. We're hated by black men because we don't protect them. We don't nurture them. We're hated by black men because we're not feminine enough. We're hated by black men. We're hated by black mothers because we're still young. We're hated by black mothers because we think we know it all. We're hated by black mothers because we're too smart. We're hated by black mothers because we know more than them. We're hated by black mothers because we think we're better than them. We're hated by black mothers. We're hated. We're hated by black fathers because they didn't want us. We're hated by black fathers because we remind them of our mother. We're hated by black fathers because they have to take care of us. We're hated by black fathers because they don't even know us. We're hated by black fathers because we're not supposed to be here. We're hated by black fathers. Brothers, we're hated on the job, we're hated on the workplace, we're hated in business, we're hated just for being black. They say we're too sassy, too sarcastic, we're too bossy. They say we don't love ourselves, so they can't love us. They say we think we know it all when we don't know nothing. They say they can't tell us nothing because we know it all, or we just won't listen. They say we wear too much makeup. They say we don't wear enough makeup. They say we don't look like Becky. They say we don't walk like Becky. We don't talk like Becky. We don't act like Becky. They say we don't understand enough. We don't try to understand. They say we talk too much, and here I am talking probably too much. They say we don't talk enough until it's too late. They say we don't talk about anything that's important. We only want to talk about us because we don't love ourselves enough. But we must talk all about ourselves. They say we want everything to be about us. Me, 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 me. Me, me, me. And not anybody else. They say our butt is too big, yet they love the big butt. Our mouths are too big, our nose is too big, our eyes are too big, our hair is too nappy, but I want you to be yourself. We're hated. Yet we're loved for some of those same things. We're loved because we're black, because we're dark, because we have different skin colors. So some may say, well, they hate us because we're too light, or they hate us because we're too dark, or they hate us because we're too skinny. Yet someone is loving all of that. And when they do, they love us wholly for that. Sometimes solely for that. So when we're loved, when someone expresses their love, We're hated for wanting the best. We are hated for wanting the best. Yes, we are hated for wanting the best. We're hated for wanting the best when every other woman wants the best too. We're hated. Yet we're loved. Because when we do have loving mothers, they love us to almost death. We're loved for our style because even though they talk about our style, we are actually the trendsetters in style. They want to wear their hair like we wear our hair. They want to braid their hair up like we braid our hair, but we're hated, right? But they do that because they really love us. We're hated because we have big lips, right? But they love our big lips because they go and try to assimilate big lips. Oh, they love our big butts. That's why they do what they can to get a big butt. Brother Rob says, I love black women. I love that you love black women, Brother Rob. God knows I love black men. They will pick us apart to tell us whether or not they love or hate us. But they will pick us apart to choose how they're going to love or hate us, how they're going to accept us. Pick us apart. We get picked apart, I believe, more than any other woman. We get picked on and we're hated and we're loved for not supporting others, not calling each other out, not holding each other accountable, right? But then they love us when we're on their team. Love us. But underappreciated. Definitely misunderstood so many times. But underappreciated. Because no matter what we do, that is right, that is positive, that is good, and that can be celebrated, someone always tries to find a way to undermine it. Those single women who provide a better household, better shelter, better environment for their children than someone who's in a committed relationship or has a man in the house, but where there's abuse, will get dragged for just for being a single mother when no one knows really her situation, her condition, the circumstances, the things that factored in to make it so. She'll get drugged. Especially online, right? The married woman, the married black woman will get dragged for not loving her husband enough, for not paying her husband enough attention. Dragged. Especially online. Or she'll get dragged and definitely be underappreciated if she shows love. It won't be enough. The goalpost will get moved, especially again online. So I want to have us talk about how do we feel about being the most hated, the most loved, and underappreciated. For me, oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link if anyone comes around and wants to come on. And this is, once again, this is for the women only, for the Black women only. So, how do we feel? How do you feel about being the most loved, the most hated, and underappreciated? I feel like the hate a lot of times is overboard. I think the hate towards us, the vitriol that is spread, is sick. I think it comes a lot of times from a sick place and an unhealthy place in others. I'm going to talk about that from the men. The hate that we get from men, the hate that we get, especially from Black men, it can be schizophrenic. Right? Elaborate on that a little bit, Health Weight and Real Talk. It can be discouraging to always feel like we're under attack by Black men. And it can be discouraging whether you have a healthy relationship with Black men or not. Because the voices of those that hate us is so much louder, especially online, is so much louder than those that love us. It can be discouraging for those that really support and really love Black men to want to continue to support and continue to love because you don't know if that love is going to be reciprocated or if it will be seen as authentic. And it makes it hard to want to use your voice to stand up for Black men when they are faced with police brutality. Even though we also are faced with police brutality. It can make you feel like your love isn't good enough. Because whatever love you do have will get muffled and it will get covered and smothered up by all of the hate. One day they love how you look, then the next talking about you look like a dog because you dare wear a wig. That's real hate waiting, real talk. How does that make you feel? As a woman, for me, when I hear men talk about so much about our hair, it makes me feel like, number one, they have no idea what it's like to be a woman, of course, right? So when they automatically just say, Black women hate themselves. They hate their hair. That's why they don't wear their natural hair. They have no idea how having an easier hairstyle or just changing your hair because you just want to change your hair is just one of those things that makes being a woman fun. Especially when, and look, you know they hate what I'm about to say. We're not the only ones who wear wigs, and we didn't create wigs. We didn't create wigs and all that. White women and non-blacks wear a whole lot of weaves. They stay in the shop. But us, oh, we hate ourselves. But she don't hate herself. We hate ourselves. I've tuned it out. I'm rushing to work in the morning. I don't have the time to do a beauty parlor hookup. Right? Health rate in real time? Because when you have to get up 2 hours early, not one, 2 hours early, so that you can make sure your hair is right along with everything else, because you're going to spend at least, depending on the style, cut, or type of hair you have, you're going to spend at least 30 minutes with your hair. At least. God, and that could be doing something simple. So God forbid you choose to do anything a little bit extravagant, and that's me. I love doing something that's different and is time consuming as well. White women wear weaves and wigs. They have late night info commercials about it. Honey, they have late night info commercials about it. They have all the magazines on it. You see them. They will come to our shop. You know, the shop that's supposed to be for us, they will come and get their hair done by one of us. Their salons, they feel getting that wig served up. And they love changing their hair with wigs too. And they love extensions. There are more white women running around here with extensions, fellas, with extensions than what we are. So that's, I would say, from what I've seen, it definitely can make us angry. And you say that we're already angry. So it definitely can make us more angry. Because we start fighting, we're constantly having to fight somebody about us. Now, while I may not have a lot or some of the experience as some of my other sisters and black women, hello, Raiders 48 Gates. It doesn't take away from the experience of my other sisters. And there are some experiences that I have that I'm sure that they can't relate to. Their inability to relate does not take away from my experiences. So we all have something to give, something to share, something to express, something to vent. One minute they want us to have on clothes, but a lot of times they want us looking like a thought. So they say they want us to be moderate, but then they want us to act like a slut. And then they want us to look like a slut, but then they want us to act classy. It's like they can't make up their minds about us. Yet they want to lead us. Everybody, and not just the black men, everybody wants to lead us. Everybody wants to control us in some way or another. They want to tell us whether or not we should have a man in our house or not. They want to tell us whether or not we should have children or not. They want to tell us whether or not we should want to get married or not. And we have to fight all of that. Everyone is so obsessed about us. Everyone is so obsessed about us. They're just not obsessed about us enough to push us forward. So let's push each other forward. Let's pull, let's push, let's drag each other forward. Let's show each other the appreciation that we would like to receive from others. Let's be an example of that. Let's demonstrate that with each other. We just don't know what to do, Rain and Woman. But we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. Let's be with each other an example of the respect of differences, the respect of different backgrounds and experiences. Let's demonstrate with each other the type of compassion we want others to meet us with. Let's show them what we need and what we want. That will help them to get what the best parts of us out of us by doing it to, with, and for each other in a way that's healthy, now, while I am a heterosexual woman, and I would love for all of my conversations to be for the heterosexual Black woman. I cannot close the bisexual or the homosexual woman out of these conversations if it's going to make them better and if it's going to make us better. So on Rain and Woman, my primary channel. I have a lot of discussions on that channel that really are, they're just heterosexual. When it comes to relationships, it's heterosexual. But on this channel, for women, for Black women, I'm going to welcome the alternatives to get in the conversations and for a place where they can feel safe, a healthy space. And I don't know what that looks like, quite frankly. But I know with the intention being right and the energy being right, that it will all be all right. That I trust. True, open-minded, respect, and listen to each other. That is what Raiders 48 Gates said. Well, Raiders 48 Gates, I actually do more content on my primary channel. So you've been missing out, but you can catch up. I will drop the link to my primary channel. Give me a second to grab that. One second. Okay, well, a few seconds actually. Hold on one more second. I'm getting it together. Here's the link to my primary channel, Raiders 48. You might actually like it. So I know a lot of people were not familiar with this channel. And I was hoping that someone would still come and a woman would come and get on the panel and have this conversation with me and vent. But if it doesn't happen now, because I'm not outraged and I'm not enraged. I'm actually in a good place. Um, so my venting is more like what I just expressed. I can't just really vent about more on my own. So I will definitely, so this is the intro. And every time there is a discussion over here, though, there will be time and space for us to vent. During the discussion, prior to the discussion, so that we can end the discussion in a more calming place and a more calming way. So Raiders now says, Rain and Woman, you don't have no problem about me. Oh, it's a question. Rain and Woman, you don't have no problem about getting a man? No, honestly, Raiders 48 Gates, I don't. Actually, I get approached and pursued, have interest expressed by men across the board, different races and cultures, black men, non-black men. Tall men, short men, skinny men, fat men, broke men, wealthy men. So we'll always have a place to vent, but the thing is for us to, you know what, to even be a demonstration of how we can vent and come to a resolution, even with our venting. So some wounds might get opened up, but we're not going to leave each other out open. We're not going to leave people, have people get off the stream and get off the panel and leave the discussion with their wounds open and being vulnerable. Instead, they will be, we will leave our discussions feeling a little bit better, a little bit more healed than just rather than left like an open wound. We know one thing about us is we know how we want to be treated. Especially as mature black women, we know what makes us feel good. We know what environments and what settings help us thrive. We know what makes us feel lifted. We know all these things. We know what makes us want to go out there and do everything that we can for our family. And we also know it makes us want to go out there and shut ourselves off from family. We know what makes us want to conquer the world and what makes us want to set the world on fire. We know these things. So we can demonstrate what to do and what not to do with each other that will then resonate to others. Shalom, Iron Fist Sparrow. Shalom, brother. I am blessed and I'm grateful. How are you? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you around in a little minute. It's so good to see you. I wish I had. Oh, by the way, I'm doing well. How are you, Iron Fist Sparrow? Raven woman, so Raider says, you got your head on right. You know what you accept and won't accept. I do. I do know what I want and what I don't want. And it's really so simple, but as simple as it is it can be complex. I'm actually very simple, but as simple as I am, my simplicity is actually more complexity. Well, as long as you're well, Iron Fist, as long as you're well. I wish I had more time to talk to you, Rain Woman. I enjoy interacting with you in different chat rooms, Rain Woman. I got to go to a party. Go to the party. Go have fun. Live life because it's for us to live. So have fun at the party and be safe. And you'll see me around on my other channel and over here. Okay? And thank you for your compliments. I appreciate it very much. You're welcome, Iron Fist. Yes. So back to what I was saying is, so we can demonstrate those things with each other, and that will resonate, begin to resonate with others, and have a ripple effect. It'll be that pebble in the water having that ripple effect. Am I going to be up later? I will possibly be up later, Raiders. I'll probably be, it's possible that I won't be doing a stream later on. This will probably be my last stream for the night because I would like to do some writing. And I very well may go over on the Black Brain Trust tonight. I may. But I definitely would like to do some writing tonight. So I may be reading and writing. But you got the bell hit, right? Hit that notification bell so you don't miss me. And here, I will also, let me drop my email address for you. Okay, so hold on a second. That's my email address. Thank you. You enjoy your night as well. Also, I'm definitely going to start that with me. And thank you all for hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. Okay, Raiders. Hello, DLD. Hey, DLD, I'm going to do this for you, okay? So get ready. Hold on a second. I'm a little late, but here we go since you're here. Happy birthday, Ledford. Happy birthday, Ledford. Happy birthday, dear Ledford. Happy birthday, Ledford. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I hope you got some cupcakes. Happy birthday to you. I hope you got some tea cakes. Happy birthday to you. I hope you got some tea cakes, DOD. That's all I got, y'all. So I don't know what the next subject will be, but I will try to do this like once a week. I think once a week. No, you didn't get tea cakes? You didn't get any tea cakes? Then You should have actually, I guess, then just went out and got you some DOD. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to. Oh, no, 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 no. You know what I was going to do? I was about to play a song, but honey, this channel could get hit. And I don't want this channel to get hit. So, no, no, no. I will not play any copyright music over here. Only on my primary channel, because now we have an understanding. But no, 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 not on this channel. There will be no copyright music playing over here. But Health Weight and Real Talk, thank you for sharing in the chat room. I appreciate that. Health Weight and Real Talk, have you ever gotten on a panel? And while I wait for your answer, did y'all notice the chocolate woman in the Abbey? So I just picked this one up from off online, right? Of course, that's not after me, but it says there is there is beauty in a woman who had the strength and determination to follow their own path and isn't thrown off by obstacles along the way. Sister, you are beautiful. Yeah, they've been on and about music and certain images on YouTube. And images too? I didn't know about the images. Health, weight, and real talk. Have you ever gotten on a panel? You know what? Sometimes it feels weird. And she said, I didn't hear what you said. Okay, here, let me type it in. Okay, well, I would definitely like to invite you to get on one of my panel discussions. You are invited, okay? DOD, type something, please. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, Iron Fist. They deleted one of her images that had the PlayStation logo. Okay. Mm. There you go. So I don't do that thing that I hate. You're very welcome. So I don't do this thing that I hate, which is rambling. I'm not going to ramble. So I'm going to play an outro song. I would like to thank everyone for coming over. And if you catch this on the replay, please drop something in the comment. Go over and also support the other channel. If you have any questions or any concerns or any comments, you know what to do. Leave it in the comment section. If you want to join me, raining.woman gmail.com. You can hit me up there as well. And let's do this, ladies. Women, let's do this, women. Let's do this for each other so that others around us, our whole environment will be better because of us helping each other to be better. And on that note, I'm going to play a song, outro, and I will be out. Mwah. Thank you. Feels like I'm fading away, and I wonder why I never stay. I was spend my days, all I wanna do is be reaching out for something that is real. Putting on trying to be. I wanna run with you, run away, just run away, and you behind us. I wanna run with you, run away, just run into me, and I see you on the next bus. This is too much doubt. Find a way out. How am I supposed to spend my days? When all I wanna do is be reaching for something that's real. I know I'm trying to be. I wanna run to run away, just run away, and just go behind us. I wanna run to run away, just buy a ticket and I see you on the next bus. I wanna run to run how am I supposed to spend my days when all I wanna do is I wanna run with you, run away.